Hello everybody, we are continuing with our discussion on the effect of noise on angle modulation system, and precisely we are going to concentrate on SNR performance of angle modulation system. Now in the previous discussion we had observed that the noise component in the angle modulation system can be represented in the form of YNT is equal to VNT upon AC sine of phi nt minus theta t, where theta t was the term related with the message signal and phi nt was the phase of the band pass noise and the VNT was the envelope of band pass noise. So further we can elaborate it, this sign of A minus V formulation. So we will get this form over here, that is VNT sine phi nt into cos theta t minus VNT cos phi nt into sine theta t. Further, what we are observing, this VNT sine phi nt is nothing but the noise component, and similarly VNT cos phi nt is again the noise component corresponding to the band pass noise representation. So I had represented it in the form of NST and NCT respectively. So this is our net noise component, that is 1 upon AC NST cos theta t minus NCT into sine theta t. Now we observe that as far as this theta t is concerned, in case of phase modulation it is directly proportional to the message signal, and in case of frequency modulation it is directly proportional to the integration of the message signal. So in both cases it is nothing but this very slow varying signal compared to the band pass noise component, that is NCT and NST respectively. So we simply claim that NCT and NST are having much higher bandwidth than theta t. So it had been observed that the NCT and NST, that is the filtered noise processes, are having the bandwidth which is much more than the bandwidth of the message signal. So with respect to those noise component, this theta t can be treated as a constant one. So we are assuming this theta t as a constant one. So in place of theta t, I am representing it as a theta. So what I get, YNT is equal to 1 upon AC NST cos theta t minus NCT sine theta t. Now we can also note that in the band pass filtering noise processes, this FC is the center of the symmetric axis corresponding to the band pass noise process. That is, FC is in between the FC plus W and FC minus W. So you are having the entire band, that is right from FC minus W to FC plus W, and in between you are having FC as the center of the symmetry. So this will result in the noise process of SYNF, that is the output noise process corresponding to the demodulated signal, or you can say that the power spectral density of the demodulated noise component is nothing but SNCF upon AC square, where SNC is the bandwidth or the power spectral density of the noise which is band pass filtered noise. So that is the relation. Now we can observe that the bandwidth of the filtered noise process will be extended from FC minus BC by 2 to FC plus BC by 2, where BC is related with the Carson's formula, that is the bandwidth corresponding to the channel, that is when the signal will transmit it through the channel, how much bandwidth it will occupy. So in nutshell, this NCT is having the spectrum which is extended from minus BC by 2 to BC by 2. So we can write the power spectral density in terms of SNCF is equal to N0 when mod of F is less than or equal to BC by 2 and 0 otherwise. So we will get SYNF, that is the out noise process corresponding to the demodulated signal. We observe that with this formula SNCF upon AC square, we will get N0 upon AC square for mod of F less than or equal to BC by 2. So this equation provides the expression of power spectral density of the filtered noise at the front end of the receiver and after demodulation. Now we are performing low pass filtering after the demodulation. As we are performing low pass filtering, so noise bandwidth is becoming W. So in place of BC by 2, now we are having new bandwidth limit that is governed by this W value. So we can write this expression corresponding to the noise process in the FM. It is take some different form. Now how it is processed this one? So let us say yt is nothing but kpmt plus ynt, and kfmt is equal to kfmt plus 1 upon 2 pi d by dt of ynt in the case of FM, and kpmt plus ynt in the case of phase modulation. So in the FM signal we are observing this noise is nothing but the differentiated one. There is a differentiation of noise process is going on. So for the differentiation, this power spectral density is represented by N0 upon AC square into F square. So in the case of frequency modulation, we are having the power spectral density in the terms of N0 upon AC square into F square for mod of F less than or equal to BC by 2, and for the phase modulation it is simply N0 by AC square, again mod of F less than or equal to BC by 2. So what we can observe? We can observe the output noise process, that is the corresponding to the low pass filtering response. We will get the power spectral density of the noise, which is governed by this mod F less than or equal to W, and can be represented as N0 upon AC square for phase modulation and N0 upon AC square into F square for the frequency modulation. Now the interesting part is, if you observe this power spectral density for the phase modulation, it is a constant value which is given by N0 upon AC square. So right from minus W to W, it is having constant value N0 upon AC square. Whereas for the frequency modulation, it is having the value of N0 upon AC square into F square, that is the parabolic relation. So you are observing in the case of frequency modulation minus W to W, it's a parabolic in nature. Now its implication is that if you observe the effect of the noise as far as the FM is concerned, the lower frequency signal is lesser affected by the noise component, whereas higher frequency component is degraded by the noise in large segment, or that drastically you will observe that there is effect of noise. But in the case of phase modulation, whatever frequency you are considering, that is equally affected by the phase modulation noise. So that is the basic difference between frequency modulation and the phase modulation. And if we are performing the modulation at the lower frequency, you will observe that this FM is better for the lower frequency modulation as far as the angle modulation is concerned, because here you are observing the less effect of noise as compared to this phase modulation system, where all the frequency components are equally disturbed by the noise process. So again we can calculate the noise power. Noise power is nothing but the power spectral density integration right from minus W to W, that is the bandwidth of the low pass filter. So if you calculate it, you will get noise output process power, that is the noise process power at the output, that is 2W N0 upon AC square for the phase modulation and 2 N0 W cube upon 3 AC square for the frequency modulation. So now we are moving towards the SNR calculation.